Speaker, to the Minister of Health, does he stand by all of his recent statements on health services?
Honourable Tony Ryle.
Yes, including the statement that the government has increased funding for positron emission tomography, PET scans, by $800,000 this year and $1 million annually next year. PET scans are a specialised scan used to detect and evaluate some cancers and can provide information about whether the cancer has spread and whether surgery would be necessary. This will increase access for up to an extra 550 cancer patients a year, a near doubling of the existing number of patients.
Nicky Wagner.
Mr. Speaker, to the Minister of Health, what benefits will there be for patients from this announcement?
Honourable Tony Ryle.
Mr. Speaker, the government inherited a situation where some DHBs referred their cancer patients for PET scans and others did not. And this is clearly not fair or equitable. This new money is being spread across the district health boards on an equitable basis nationwide to benefit 550 extra cancer patients each year across the country. The benefit for patients is that up to 40% may have their treatment plans revised after a PET scan, many of which will avoid the need for unnecessary surgery, chemotherapy or radiation treatment.
Very good. Question Honourable Annette King.
In light of his statements about Herceptin, was additional funding provided in Budget 2010 for extra cardiac checks for those women undertaking the 12-month therapy with breast cancer drug Herceptin? If so, how much was provided?
Honourable Tony Ryle.
Mr. Speaker, I would not have the detail of that specific matter with me. What I would say, though, is that we have made money available for improving cardiac surgery because we were concerned at the number of people waiting that we inherited as a government.
Point of order, the Honourable Annette
Mr. Speaker, maybe the Minister misheard me. I didn't say cardiac surgery. This is for cardiac checks for those women who are taking Herceptin. That's what I asked.
It's a bit unusual to allow, but I accept the point the Honourable Member is making. If the Minister could please answer that part of the question. He's got no further information on that. It seems he does not have information.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker. Are the figures from Statistic New Zealand correct, which show medical inflation continuing to outstrip the CPI, jumping to 5.3%? And if so, on what basis did he make the claim that the government has protected health spending when the average percentage he has given to DHBs is 3.5%, with some DHBs getting as little as 2%?
The Honourable Tony Ryle.
Mr. Speaker, that's clearly on the basis that when you look at the costs overall that district health boards are facing, they are getting a very significant funding increase. In fact, funding today is a higher percentage of GDP of any government present and previously. And what I'd have to say to the member opposite, a heck of a lot more is being achieved than during her failed term as Health Minister in this country.
Question number 6, the Honourable David Cunliffe. Order.